Have you heard of the Santorini of Batangas? Camp Netanya Resort and Spa gained popularity because of its Santorini-inspired architecture. Its whitewashed structure with vibrant blue accents is quite the looker. But aside from its Greek-inspired architecture, what else does Camp Netanya have that draws tourists in? What's up, beach listers? This is Hannah from Philippine Beach List. For more than a decade, our team, together with our partners at The Poor Traveler, have been exploring the Philippines to list out the best that the country has to offer. Breathtaking sights, brag-worthy bites, and of course, beautiful beaches. We recently went on a trip to Camp Netanya, and in this video, we'll share with you all the information from our trip. So come join us on our fun little adventure and relaxing time at this resort. But before we begin, please subscribe to this channel, hit the bell icon beside it, and select all so you won't miss any of our informative travel videos. If you're watching this on Facebook, support us by following this page and sharing this video. Camp Netanya Resort and Spa is located at Barangay Ligaya, Mabini Road in Mabini, Batangas. It's about a 2 to 3 hour drive away from Manila depending on where you're coming from and the traffic conditions. It overlooks the picturesque view of Balayan Bay and sits close to many popular dive sites in Anilao. Although Camp Netanya is marketed as the Santorini of Anilao, Batangas, it is not exactly in Anilao. Anilao is another barangay in the municipality of Mabini that became a popular diving destination years ago and was dubbed as the birthplace of scuba diving in the Philippines. This prompted resorts located in the neighboring barangays to market themselves as being located in Anilao as well. Nowadays, when it comes to tourism, the whole municipality of Mabini is commonly referred to as Anilao. If you're coming from Manila, you can either drive to Camp Netanya or commute. If you're taking your car, just input Camp Netanya Resort and Spa into Waze or Google Maps. If you plan to commute to Camp Netanya, board a bus bound for Batangas City. Mariah and I boarded a bus at Jamliner's Camyas Terminal bound for Batangas City Grand Terminal. There are also other bus companies like DLTB that have routes from Manila to Batangas. Jamliner also has a terminal in Buendia, while DLTB has terminals in Cubao, Buendia, and Pitex. These buses usually have continuous trips that leave every hour. For a more detailed guide for buses bound for Batangas, you can check out our Manila to Batangas bus schedules and operators article on our website. We'll also put the link to the article in the description of this video so you can easily find it. Next, get off at the Batangas City Grand Terminal and ride the jeepney to Mabini Crossing. Just look for the transport terminal and there will be a jeep bound for Mabini. Ride the jeepney to Mabini Crossing, and from Mabini Crossing, take a tricycle to Camp Netanya. We went to Camp Netanya on a day trip. If you only have a day like us, you can avail of their dip and dine package and still have a great time. It costs 2,250 per person for anyone aged 12 and up and 1,550 for kids ages 6 to 11. Day trippers have access to their infinity pool, use of kayak, and snorkeling gear. The package also includes a plated lunch from Greeka restaurant, Camp Netanya's in-house restaurant, and free-flowing coffee. Day tours are from 8 a.m. to 5 p.m. During our trip, there was also free hot chocolate and iced tea during sunset hour. We asked the staff if it's a regular thing and we were told they have it on weekends. If you're looking to stay overnight here, there are different types of rooms available. In total, the resort has 48 rooms and villas where guests can stay comfortably. Their standard deluxe room can accommodate 2 people, but they have bigger rooms for bigger groups as well. If you're planning to go here with your family or a big group of friends, their master villa is an option as it accommodates 14 people. Here are their rates as published on their website. These are their peak rates, which are for Fridays and Saturdays. Rates are inclusive of snorkeling and kayaking and use of their amenities, but exclusive of breakfast. For discounted rates, book your rooms at Camp Netanya via KLOOK. We'll leave the link in the description for you, and for additional discounts, you can use our discount code PHBeachKLOOK. We arrived at Camp Netanya at around noon, so we went straight for lunch at Greeka restaurant. Mariah and I both chose grilled pork belly, which came with sautéed vegetables and rice. It was also served with a gigantic bowl of soup for sharing and a glass of iced tea for each of us. The food was okay, but what we appreciated the most about it was that the servings were filling enough for two very hungry girls. After eating, we changed into our swimwear and lounged by the pool for a bit before deciding to take a dip because it was really hot. Camp Netanya's infinity pool measures 25 meters with depths from 3 feet to 12 feet or 1 meter to 3.5 meters. It overlooks the beautiful Balayan Bay and makes for a perfect spot to watch the stunning sunset. Because the day tour package also comes with snorkeling and kayaking activities, best believe we availed that to make the most of our money's worth. After swimming at the pool for a bit, we decided it was time to go snorkeling. We approached one of the resort staff and they happily equipped us with life jackets and snorkeling gear. For beginners and non-swimmers, it's best to get guides. Many are available at the resort, but since Mariah and I both know how to swim, we opted to just do it by ourselves. My usual snorkeling experiences usually involve island hopping, so it's a pleasant change to be able to access deeper ocean waters so close to a resort without having to ride a boat. At most diving resorts in Anilao, you won't have to swim far to see the colorful fishes and corals hiding beneath the waves. Although it was scorching hot when we did this activity, it was totally worth it. Just don't forget to put on reef-safe sunscreen before snorkeling to make sure that your skin is protected from harmful UV rays. If snorkeling isn't for you, you can also go diving. Camp Netanya offers an intro dive course. It costs 2,700 pesos per person and is inclusive of gear rental. You also have to pay an additional fee of 1,000 pesos for the dive master. If you're an experienced diver, fun dives are priced at 1,500 pesos per dive per person. This is exclusive of boat rental and the dive master fee. After snorkeling, we went straight to kayaking. We just returned our snorkeling gear and informed the staff we wanted to kayak next. The staff accompanied us down to the seafront and helped us get into the kayak. He also gave us paddling instructions and let us know how far we could go with the kayak. Kayaking was fun, but it was honestly very tiring. Our arms were not ready for this workout. Aside from kayaking, Camp Netanya also offers other water activities for a fee. They have jet ski rentals, which cost 2,800 pesos for 1 to 2 persons, banana boat rentals for 4,500 pesos, which is good for up to 6 persons, and a glass bottom boat rental, which costs 8,900 pesos for up to 6 persons. If you want to avail any of these water activities, just ask the staff about availability when you check in. Do note that sea activities or open water activities can be done until 5 p.m. only. One of the reasons why Camp Netanya is popular is because it's very Instagram worthy. Among the favorite photo spots for guests is their Santorini alley, which mimics the cobblestone streets of Greece. The staircase going down the pool area is also a spot where a lot of guests take a snap. But honestly, every corner of the resort has a good backdrop for your photos, so if you're one to enjoy a photo session, you'll definitely enjoy taking lots of photos here. As previously mentioned, Camp Netanya has a fantastic view of the sunset. We were already told about this by the staff, but we were still in awe when we saw it for ourselves. The yellow, orange, and red hues were so vivid that it really looked like somebody painted the sky. The best areas to watch the sunset in Camp Netanya are the staircase going down the pool, the infinity pool, and the Santorini gift shop area in their Santorini alley. There are also rooms with balconies, and we can only assume it's a great sunset viewing spot too, since we didn't get to stay there during our visit. While Camp Netanya is absolutely stunning and well-equipped as a dive resort, their quote-unquote shore will leave you wanting if you're looking for a place to lounge. The downside of being so close to deeper waters is that there isn't actually a shore, but more of a quote-unquote dock made of rocks along their open water access. If you're looking for an actual beach where you can feel the sand on your toes, you can go island hopping. Camp Netanya offers an island hopping package to the nearby islands of Tingloy. Among the most popular island hopping destinations are Sombrero Island and Oscar Island or Oscar Beach. Here are the island hopping rates of Camp Netanya. These packages are for a 3.5-hour island hopping trip to one island and can accommodate up to 6 people. If there are more than 6 people in your group, you can pay the additional fees per head. You can also pay additional fees to make a stop at another island or if you want a longer island hopping experience. These rates are exclusive of entrance fees, if any, to the islands you may visit. Not too far from Camp Netanya is Mount Gulugod Baboy, a popular hiking destination in Mabini. This climb is beginner-friendly, so even if you're new to trekking, climbing to its peak is still possible. Or peaks, because Mount Gulugod Baboy actually has 3 peaks. At the top, you'll get a magnificent view of Mabini and its surrounding waters and rolling hills. Camp Netanya's trek package costs 1,500 pesos, which is good for up to 5 people. This is inclusive of a resort guide, registration, and snacks. However, the environmental fee, which costs 50 pesos, is not included in this yet. If we've finally convinced you to book that Camp Netanya trip, this is where you go back to this video's description to click that KLOOK link for Camp Netanya. And for good measure, this is also where you type in PH Beach KLOOK for an additional discount. What we love about Camp Netanya is that they make it quite easy to book with them as there are multiple ways to book. As we mentioned, you're free to book via KLOOK, which we encourage for the discounts, but you can also check out their website or make a call. Upon arriving, we were asked by the guard at the gate if we had a reservation and under whose name it was. They also asked for an ID, which we were able to get upon leaving. Since we arrived around lunchtime, the staff at the reception reminded us that day tours are only until 5 p.m. and asked if we were okay with that since we'd still be paying the full price. We knew about it before coming here, so we told him it was fine. Then he asked for IDs and we settled the payment. Both cash and card payments are accepted here. Afterwards, he explained the inclusions for the day package and where we could stay. As a plus, he told us we could stay until sunset so we could watch it from the resort since they have an enviable view of it. Where to eat? Camp Netanya has an in-house restaurant called Greeka. They serve a wide array of dishes including pizza, pasta, steak, salad, along with some Filipino favorites and some Greek cuisine. If you're looking for a more romantic feel, you can go to Fira, Camp Netanya's wine bar. Here you can have wine, liquor, and other spirits along with food. This is a good option to dine in during your stay here, especially if you're celebrating a special occasion. Can I bring outside food? Bringing heavy meals is not allowed, unfortunately. However, guests can bring light snacks like chips, sandwiches, cake, and non-alcoholic drinks. Alcoholic drinks are subject to a corkage fee of 1,000 pesos per bottle and 500 pesos for canned beers. Is there a shower for day tour guests? Of course, day tour guests have access to facilities including a shower area. They also lend guests towels, which you can use for the day. Are pets allowed? Unfortunately, Camp Netanya does not allow pets inside the resort. If you've visited any pet-friendly resorts recently, make sure to drop those in the comments too. And that's it for this video. If you have questions about Camp Netanya or traveling to Mabini or Batangas in general, sound off in the comment section and we'll try to answer them all. If you have suggestions on which destinations we should visit next, let us know too. You can also reach us through our social media pages. Just look up Philippine Beach List on Facebook, TikTok, and Instagram. If you want to see more travel guides like this and everything you need to know about traveling around the country, make sure to subscribe to this channel and hit that bell icon so you get notified when we have new videos. You can also check out our blog, philippinebeaches.org. The Philippines has so many islands, it's honestly going to take a lifetime to visit each one. So that just means we better get counting. Again, this is Hannah. Join me next time as we check another destination of our Philippine beach list. Bye!